Hey.
It's the Thaunties.
Woo woo.
Hey, Thauntie Thursday. What's up? You know what? And I'm feeling like big buns today. What's up? What's up? We got new shirts. So y'all like our shirts?
I got shirts.
Hey. Merch coming soon.
Woo.
Because
you want one.
yeah, and you should. Because I know it's a lot of Thaunties out there. We've been meeting a lot of people
We
at
have.
the events, hearing from our friends and our families, and everybody's like, what is it? Oh, yeah, I'm a Thauntie.
And
So, yeah, we need to get everybody in shirts.
Yes,
And
sir.
everybody on the internet.
Yes.
Everybody on the internet.
Internet.
And she's getting there. She's getting there. Yeah, so hopefully everything's good with y'all. Just want to check in, have a little fun today, see what's going on, talk about a couple topics. We're introducing a new segment today. It's called Listen to Your Thauntie. That was suggested by one of our Thauntie-Babies because they said, the young girls, you need to hear some motherly advice sometime or something that we wish we would have known. So, all right, y'all, we're going to get right into it. I'm going to check in with y'all, see what y'all been doing over the past week. Fox, what you been doing?
Well,
Or how you feeling? You know what? You don't even have to say what you've been doing. How you feeling? You feeling good?
You know, I'm feeling,
That's a good question.
you know.
Real life is hard out here.
Yeah, I'm
you.
kind of tired. You know, I'm probably getting the afterlash of everything I've been going through since March, and so, you know, I'm just tired, but I'm still making my way.
Amen.
Yeah, I'm still making my way.
Yeah. So when you feel like
pushing.
that, when you... I guess that's what you do. You listen to UGK. But I was gonna ask,
UGK.
like, when you feel like that, when you feel like you just like, fuck, I just cannot do it. Like, how do you encourage yourself to keep going?
It's more so a discipline.
Hey.
Because you're not gonna feel motivated all the time to
Right.
do something, but when you discipline, you just keep doing it.
That's what
'Cause
you
know
do.
you gotta do it. Yep.
Because you know you gotta do
I
it.
got to.
But sometimes allow yourself to have a mental health day.
Yeah, you can have a break.
You know we have plenty of mental health days.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, some people might not know because she
Yeah.
said you gotta be
You're right.
disciplined.
You're right. They don't really know us.
Yeah. Allow yourself that time.
Keep on pushing.
So Tara, since you've been pushing, what's on your mind? It seems like you have quite a bit to say today.
I really don't. I'm just feeling good right now. You know, I wasn't at first. It's rough out here.
Thank God for
But
mood
today,
changes
you
because
know.
30
Right.
minutes ago,
I was worried.
we
Thank
know
God.
what
Worried.
her brother likes to call her Hagatha. Because she came in,
Well, I'll be damned.
but she's back. Miss Parker's in the building.
I'll be
We
damned.
actually Miss
This is why I
Parker
don't like
is.
the internet.
All right, Tara, what you been doing? How you been feeling?
I'm fine.
And that's a bet.
That's
Kamika.
a bad buzz.
This has been a crazy week in the Ville. There's been a lot of killings. It's just been a heavy week. So real talk, like I woke up today with a headache and I was like, I just gotta take a mental day. So I didn't work.
What?
You was out today?
Well, I've been there. Hey, stop the footage right here. This is Miss. I don't miss a day of work, church, or track meet functions for my kids. So keep
Kamika-
on pushing.
Good. So you feel better?
I do feel a little better.
You've been talking about your headaches since Saturday. So.
I know.
That ain't why
You
she
know
got a
what?
headache.
Yeah.
That is really true.
Yeah.
I think it's the allergies also. Like our weather's crazy.
The
It's
pollen.
been hot and now it's cold. It's crazy.
pollen is thick as
The
snow.
pollen-
That's what I was just about to say.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
I looked
Yeah.
at my car like, where have I been?
But you
Nowhere. It's
also,
just
but
outside.
if you still have a headache like tomorrow or, coming
Yeah.
up soon, go check it out, ladies.
No, not really. You don't have to check it out.
Yeah, like if it keeps being persistent,
Yeah.
Okay,
you need to do.
persistent.
We got to start going to the doctor.
We do.
Stop taking things so lightly. You know
You're
what I'm
right.
saying? We're here encouraging
Oh, well.
our sister Foxy to go to the doctor because she loves her house on 85. So you have probably seen my sweat stains, Kamika with a
I think
glow.
I might have had used my fan the
I was
last time
fine.
You
because
did.
it was like hell in her.
Don't
But-
come over if you menopausing.
Please don't.
I'm
Don't
glad
do
we're
it.
not, because everybody
Don't
here
do
is
it.
85.
Don't
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah, well, we
Kamika, we know why you have a problem.
I keep my house on 60
Well,
something.
she's
Real talk.
mixed,
I
with that
stay
other.
hot.
She don't have much melanin to cool her
She
off.
ain't got enough
I've always
melanin
liked
to be.
my house to be warm.
Why?
Yeah.
I want my whole
It's just-
environment to be
Why you
warm.
want to be warm? How do you want to
Because
walk around?
I am a Caribbean descent.
Caribbean queen.
Dream now.
I'm supposed to be living
drink
on
now.
water, living off the land. I'm not supposed to be here.
Hell no, you ain't.
She literally told us the other day that if you don't like how I keep my house, then don't come back.
Especially what she said.
That's who
Especially what she said.
Hey, remember
If you don't like
remember
it,
what she said.
You don't have to be here.
I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry.
But I'm not sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah. And that,
They really like you. Sorry.
Pretty
poor
much.
and poor husband.
Late
He's
people
been living over here just
don't
so
care.
high he just don't know what to do with himself. He's so glad we spoke out against the heat.
Yeah.
He lightweight appreciates us speaking out because she's
Sick of
over
being
here.
naked.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, he might like the neck.
No, I don't think. No, he didn't, because she was mad at him for having the fan on the other day when it was 85, and I was like, "Dude, it's hot as heck outside," and she was like, "It's so chilly."
I went and got one
Where
of
you-
her clothes and wrapped up.
She gave you a num.
Yeah.
She gave you a num
Took a
radio.
Took a garment around. Yeah.
She gave you the num radio. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's so
With
fun.
these kind of friends, you don't need enemies.
But you need friends like this.
No,
keep
you
it
don't.
real.
Because
Yes,
you
you
tell
do.
too much. We don't need you right now. Keep flickering your fucking flood us. We don't. You always talking cutely. Go on, Historian. Let's tell that.
I should have let well enough alone
Yeah.
for today.
The demon.
Because, listen, y'all. I was probably going to tell y'all what I have been doing, which has been absolutely nothing. I have also felt like shit. I just think it's in the, like, pollen's heavy,
Yeah.
just the whole feeling is heavy, because what we're not going to do is get on here every week and have to discuss and beg y'all to stop shooting each
Thank
other, because
you.
that's
No.
dumb. Like,
No.
we're not going to do that every
We're going
week.
to talk to the Lord because they not listening.
Well, everybody's been talking to the Lord.
No, I mean
Like,
that we
at
are,
this
and we're
point,
gonna
people's
win.
gonna have to exercise good judgment and common effing sense. All right, y'all. So now it's time to drop it like a Thauntie. You know, that's when we take a topic and indulge and give our Thaunties advice and or opinions. So, ladies, so on Facebook, I like to join groups and communities with like-minded people and things. So I'm in this Black Girls Right To group on Facebook.
Okay.
And so this topic came up yesterday, and this Black girl said, Black women are single because they want to be paid to be in a relationship. So I want to find out from the Thaunties, do you feel like Black women are single because we're asking for too much?
I'm raising my hand.
Okay,
Go
your hand's
ahead.
right. Go ahead, Tara.
All women
Thank
want to
you.
be paid to be in a relationship. It's not a race thing, I don't think.
No.
And it's not really being paid. We all want the same things. That's the problem. Y'all keep running to the whites, the blacks, the Caribbeans, whatever race thing, you're going to get something different. And I think we all, like, inside are the same.
I agree with you. That was
And
kind
that's
of
all
my
I
take
got.
on it too, Tara. Like, it's okay when the other females of other races do it. It's like it's expected.
Yeah, but
then
when
we do it and we raise our standards and when we demand more and, we set boundaries, then it's because we want to be paid to be in a relationship.
No, we're gold diggers.
I don't know.
Who want to be with a broke?
I don't want to be the
A
broke,
broke
person, but I
person,
don't need
sorry.
you to pay me to be in a relationship.
It's not really paying, I don't think.
I don't
I'm
think
just
they
saying,
mean Kamika. You know how Amelia Bedelia, for those in elementary who
put it in
you gotta say
plain
it exactly how we say it.
language.
No, Amelia Bedelia. It's not like writing you an allowance
I'm not
check.
looking for that either. What do you mean? Tell me. Explain to me what this means.
When you go out to eat, you
Like
don't pay.
like he has to.
You think that a man should pay every time you go to eat?
No, that's not what I said.
Well, I don't understand.
That's what I
then.
said to you.
Yeah,
Right.
So do you think that like when you
I
when
think
you get to a
relationships are
should he pay your
50-50.
bills? So if y'all don't live together, should he pay your bills?
No. Why do I need him to pay my bills? I make my own money.
He doesn't need them to.
If he
No,
has
what is
his
with
own
him?
home and I have my own home,
Exactly.
I'm not expecting him to pay my bills. And honestly, I don't think that women should be expecting that. I think when
I
you
think it's
become
fair.
connected and you live in the home together, if that man is choosing to take care of the home and you take care of other things, that's different. But if I have my own home and he has his own home, no, you should not be paying my bills. And ladies, you should not be expecting that to happen.
well, Tiffany, you made a point about if they're not expecting them to take care of them in their own home. That's the thing. They hurry up. They get married 4, 5, 6, 7 months. They don't even get time. I'm already gonna move in with you. Oh, you my boo. They don't even gotta get married. Oh, you my boo. I'm moving in with you.
That's the ones
That's
who
what
let
other
'em.
races do.
Well, they kind
And
of
it's
do.
cool with
Not
them.
other races. All
Or
races.
sell your house. You can move in with me. Like they
Some
get
races
that
do.
off top.
They do. They do, and they'll stay
Yeah.
together miserable.
Well, and you gotta also.
It's all depending on what your
realize
mentality
that,
and what you trying to go for the end game. I think.
Yeah, but there's not a lot of Oh, I shouldn't really say that.
Go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna say this. We can't, as a black race, compare what other races are doing because, as a whole, our black men don't have as much as the other race does.
Brothers and
So-
sisters.
We make it.
I think that
That's good though.
I think that white men, I would say black and white, only because those are the predominant races
Right.
in America. White men on the whole, they have more to offer their
Yeah, it's real talk.
I would say
Their
partners,
mates, yeah.
because it's not all the time white,
Yeah.
So
True.
it could be, they have more to offer their mates. They have higher education. They have a lot of money from hereditary passed
Yeah.
on, and their mindset is different.
I think mostly the
There's a lot
mindset.
of black men that's not being raised in a home with a man and a woman that is being taught how to take care of family.
True.
And how to treat a woman. And so some of that's been neglected, and that's where we're falling behind. So yeah.
So, but what about like Indian races, like people that they have arranged marriages from early on?
And
Like,
they do.
is that not being paid?
Yes.
To be
Yes,
honest,
but they know that though. They know they
already
pay
paid.
So
those
why don't all men
endowments
don't know that? So
or
why don't all men know
They
that?
just don't want you to say it.
That's
it's
different.
Sorry. I think it's more a man's ego don't want you to say, I'm paying you to be with me.
But men-
But really you are, because not really you
Men
are,
know
but
that.
yeah.
They know that. They
It's-
know
everything
that
come with it.
It comes with it. When you are the man, you are supposed to be the provider.
Right.
You're supposed to take care of your family. So when you get married that you're supposed to be doing that. They know that.
But and honestly,
Some act like they don't.
I think
but there are men that do that.
I think they're referring to single ladies wanting just their men, right?
That's what it
Yeah,
sounds
take
like,
care.
right?
Yeah.
And
Right?
the reason why they can't get no man is because they want
Because
a man to
that's what
take
they
care of them
want.
off top before marrying them, right?
Okay, but some blondes
why-
are lazy.
But I think.
You know that?
What you say?
Some women are lazy. I said it like, please watch my language. I talk different. But some women are lazy. Like, they don't even want to go to work. Like, at whatever time, not 8 hours, not 4 hours. They don't want to do nothing, but they want a man to take care of them. I don't really think they're deserving.
And I think that really
I don't.
shines a bad light and makes it harder for hard women, working
Yes,
women
exactly.
like me.
Right,
I'm not
right.
looking for
I'm
it.
not
I'm
looking
never
for
gonna
that.
ask you for anything.
at all.
And if I ever have to ask you for anything, and you tell me no, I'm not gonna touch you no more because I don't like to hear no.
I don't either.
And that's why I
Isn't that
don't.
crushing? And that's
That's
why
why I don't
really
ask for help, because I
there's
don't
a
want
lot
people to
of
tell me no.
I
but
don't
there's
hear
a
you when
lot
you
of
say
black
no.
women
Who
that
you
don't
talking to?
ask because we don't want to hear no.
Yeah, I don't wanna hear no.
Like, so it's not that. And honestly, I think that when a man really loves you, he takes care of you off top. He just does it because he cares about you and he wants to make sure you're good. But
That's true, but some don't know. They
and
just
a
do
lot
it
of men
different. You have to
don't.
communicate.
That is true also. But there are a lot
they
of
communicate
men
differently, and this
who weren't brought like
25
Tiffany said,
times, 2 times around
They're not
this
being taught.
world.
who weren't being
They don't know
taught
no
how
better.
to take care of their homes.
They knew to say if you have a fight, then they go buy you something they think it's cool, and it's really not.
Well, you think about you being raised in a household with just a mom.
Exactly.
Your
That's
mom
what I'm saying. You
took
never
care of
know.
everything.
Right.
Then guess what? The man assumes, a woman will take care of everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I get it.
Sometimes they, but
I'm just
sometimes
saying,
the
yeah.
mom will teach you, you know,
Yes.
I'm doing this because there is no one else. But really, son, this is your job. You are supposed to take care of your home. We don't have that, so I make sure you're good. But in actuality, when you have your own family, men, you are supposed to take care of your family. But your wife is also supposed to do her part.
Yeah.
So we're not saying that. Me personally, I believe that women should also take care of the man, because there are men deal with a lot of stuff that they don't even come home to talk to you about. So you have to also be there for them. Like, you have to be their peace in order for them to be comfortable enough to take care of you.
Thank you. Fee. Hey.
Peace costs money. So I can be not
me.
stressed out.
I do agree with what
not
you're
to be
saying.
stressed
Yeah, that's
out
different.
because, you know, for me, like, stability, like, I get stressed out and I get nervous and I gotta like do it. So if I'm gonna be, you know, relaxed, make the home enjoyable, make sure your life is easy, support you, that costs money. Like, I have to feel no pressure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it. I'm not saying I'm not gonna contribute, you spoil me, I'm not gonna spoil you. I'm not saying that. I just need a relaxed environment to do what I do.
Right, but
And
there
it
are a
costs
lot of
money.
men that will bring that to you. I just think
It
that
is.
sometimes we come upon the wrong men, and instead of us
That's true.
taking those red flags, we try to fix that man to be what we're wanting, and that doesn't happen. So we get caught up in situations, and we see ourselves in marriages or in long-term relationships that never should even been a relationship. The flag was there from the get-go, boo. But as women, we always want to fix men, and we always want to try to give them the benefit of the doubt, but sometimes we can't do that.
He's gonna change.
Yeah, he's
So
gonna
learn
change.
this. If he ain't acting right, go and do you.
Do you?
And in 10 years, if it's meant to be, it'll be.
Exactly.
And most of the time, I ain't saying you gotta hate them, but you can be honest and upfront. You should be able to be comfortable with saying like,
Yeah.
this ain't working out, without fear of getting beat up,
Right.
cussed out. You know, y'all shouldn't be talking to us
That's gonna
crazy.
go wrong.
No,
Well,
but
what
you
do
know
y'all
people
think?
try it.
But what do y'all think comes first, the chicken or the egg? Do you think that you have to, you know, I'm not even sure what word I'm looking for, I guess, yeah, you have to commit and I guess put out, really. Like, how far
I
do you
don't
go
think
to
that.
show them that you like them, or do they need to show you first? Like, I got you,
I think
got you covered.
I think most times that if a man is really into you, he's gonna show you that he's got you. So then his acts of service makes you want to show your acts of service. So
Acts
the
of
men,
service.
a pastor said this on a platform. He said, the man sets the tone for the home. The
Thank
woman
you.
follows. So whatever
Okay.
tone you're bringing, your woman is going to reciprocate that. So if you're bringing animosity and not peace to your home, fellas, then that's what your
But
woman is
not
going to give
even
you.
animosity. There are some very gentlemanly, stingy dudes out there. I'm sorry.
The best. So basically, we're gonna love you in a million ways, but don't be selfish or stingy.
Don't be selfish.
And just understand, you know, that there are women out there that would never ask, so it's great to offer, because when you
Yes.
offer, it raises your stakes a
It
thousand
does.
times.
It does.
But
I agree.
everybody gotta know, like, when you got a woman, she shouldn't have to offer. It should be done.
She shouldn't have to ask.
If she if all of a sudden you see her today and she been at work and she's talking about, damn, I just got a flat, I just got my car towed, you know, I'm gonna give my car to my, she shouldn't say nothing else but what happened.
Nope. And you.
And if you're not her husband, you should be like, oh, what can I do to help her? Hey, how much was your tire? You know, what was your tow? Let me give you it back. You know, that's what grown up men should do.
Right.
And if you ain't got it, figure out another way
Right.
you can help her.
Yeah.
That's not, you know,
Yeah.
because everybody ain't there yet. When you're in your 20s, you might not be there. By 30, yeah, you should be. By 40, you damn sure
40,
better
you
be.
definitely should be.
40 and up,
Yeah.
you better be.
Yeah.
And if you a bad buttercup, don't even look at us if you ain't.
Yeah.
But
Well, not me, not us, them. 'Cause, you know,
Right, yeah.
I can look, but I'm going home.
Well, I think it's so much to unravel on that topic.
It is.
A lot of different directions that we
Yeah.
go into. I have a super important a question for her, but if I ask it, we're going to go way off topic, so I'm going to save it for another day.
Okay.
So I got one for you.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we got
You
one
been
for you.
running it all day.
right.
Flutter.
Yeah. So we would like to ask a Thauntie. That is when you guys, our Thauntie-Babies, email us, send us a DM, and have a question that that you want us to tackle, and you might need a little insight on. So today's Ask the Thauntie question comes from a very special person who watches our show, and
Shout out.
they want to know if the person of the opposite sex, should your significant other be friends with the person of the opposite sex?
That's a tough one because
Okay, hold on. So let's clarify it.
If
Should
you're in a
your
relationship-
what about if you're in a
This is a
marriage?
relationship.
this
Say
is a
relationship.
relationship.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be quiet.
No. That's actually a good point, Tara. Because
I'ma do it
you and
separate.
Tiffany being married,
We can say
may
it
feel
separately.
differently
Y'all talk
from
first.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So since you talk.
We might feel the same.
So the question is, if you're in a relationship, should you be friends with someone of the opposite sex? Is it okay for you to do that? So what do you have, Miss Parker?
Okay, everyone has different situations. Should you have a work friend? Of course, you're gonna be at work sometimes with the opposite sex. Nothing's wrong with that, but when you get to hiding and
Thank you.
when you get to
Yeah.
and then you can't tell, if you can't tell your husband, boo, wife, boyfriend, whatever it is, you out of pocket.
You out of
Yeah,
pocket.
And that's how I feel.
that's a good-
When I come home, I tell my husband everything that I've laughed about, I talked about at work. And if you can't do that, then that's not keeping it real.
True.
It's not being truthful. Honesty is the best policy.
What do you think, single girl?
I have a male best friend, and for me, I make my partner comfortable because I let my partner know ahead of time that this is my male best friend, and we all hang out together. And we can all talk about the same things that I've talked with him about, or I've talked with the best friend about. It's no secrets, and I don't think that my partner felt like it was anything extra going on.
That's how it should
I've
be.
made it clear that and even when I'm deep into a relationship, my best friend don't even call like that no more because it's a respect, it's a boundary. So
Yeah.
as long as you have boundaries and you respect what's going on, I don't think that's an issue. Maybe when you're married, it can be an issue because technically your husband is your best friend. So that can be different. That can be different.
Tiffany, is that what you think?
Yeah, and I'm gonna say, because I know what best friend you're talking about.
Right.
I'm gonna say that the best friend, it comes, this is a childhood best friend, basically.
Right.
You know what
Real
I'm saying?
talk.
So, if you develop a new relationship after that,
That's different.
It's different.
That's
but
different.
you can't have no new friends.
No, you can't have no new friend. No. You can't be 40 talking about this is my best friend.
This is my new
bruh.
bestie.
Your best friend has to have been in your life
No.
for 20-something years.
I do
And
agree.
you just came
I do
into
agree.
my circle. So
Yeah.
that's different. But I'm with Tiffany. You can't come to me talking about, it's my new best friend.
Just
What?
put a time on it. They gotta be
Hey.
friends for 20 years.
No, yeah. I think so. I think that's respect. Or even if, let's
Hold on,
say,
it depends on your age.
and it's not even
Because if
okay.
we're
Let's just
25.
say okay. So if you're 20 something and you've been cool with this person before you met your mate for 5 years before, that's different. I've known you for a period of time before you even came into the picture. But if we already in a relationship and now all of a sudden you like, I've been talking to my new best friend.
yeah.
No, baby,
Yeah.
that's not a new best friend. You're keeping something.
Right.
That's something more than what you're telling.
They're probably not gonna tell you though.
They probably not gonna tell
When you
you.
find out about,
Exactly.
then they'll be like,
It
Finding
is.
out, when you have to find out about something, that
Yeah,
means
that's
you're
mean
wrong.
it's secret. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you're doing
Depends on
something
where
you
you
ain't got
at
no
it.
business.
Well,
how would you feel
So what
about
do you
it?
think?
It's hard because I do have male friends, and I think that when I first started to date, the first little relationship afterwards, he has a lot of female friends.
Yeah, that's
like,
different.
A lot, like best friend, like a lot of
Weed
female
them
friends.
out.
And that was hard for me coming from the situation that I come from because
I can see
you
that.
get,
Yeah.
you just.
Because you don't know, like, is this, like, did you
Yeah.
hook up with this person?
But, and it's not even that. Like, I trust
I
that.
totally agree.
Yeah.
She probably is your friend, but her friends always got friends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
True.
saying?
That's
And
true.
there's
You're not-
always some
Yeah.
randoms around.
That is
You ain't
true.
not
So
her,
for
but
me,
you're not
like,
her.
you know,
I
just,
agree.
you know, from my past, like, that is just not a good place for me. But however, you know, like you said,
Yeah.
the male friends that I have that are legit,
Yeah.
you know, male
Nothing
friends,
more than
I want
a
to
friend.
introduce you to, and they, you know, because they gonna be like family.
Exactly.
And you know they're gonna be
Yeah.
around. I would now, and if you can't bring that person to a family function,
Then they ain't
or
your
to
best
a party
friend.
with your friends, nah, that's not your best
That's
friend.
not your best
That's
friend.
what you call them, a sneaky link.
Sneaky
Hey,
link.
possible.
Something real,
Yeah.
Old school is a possible.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
A
you know
2,
better.
That's it
or maybe
too.
a 3.
And
Or
if nothing
three.
else,
Or 4.
go by your feeling.
Trust your gut.
Because when you in tune with the Lord and your heart is in the heart, mind, spirit, mind, all this lined up, baby, you walk in the room, you can tell what's not going on with your boo
Exactly.
husband or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, you ain't got to say a word. You can look and know
Yeah.
who's trying to be the devil.
Yeah.
Right.
So there you go, baby sis. There's your answer. So, you know, go with your heart, go with your gut, and, you know, weed it out. You got a good intuition about things. If things seem shaky, you got to choose.
Trust your intuition.
You got to choose. You
There
want a
it is.
relationship or you want your
Yeah.
bestie.
Lord.
So go with that.
And boom.
Yeah. All right, cool. So we told you at the beginning of the show, we had a new segment that was listen to your Thaunties, because you need to listen to your Thaunties, because we always got something to say, and it's usually going to be right.
This is
This is when we like to share a portion of our life, and then Tiffany's gonna talk about today's topic. We're gonna give some advice, some financial advice that you wish somebody would have gave you in your 20s.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I have. Does everybody have something to say?
I do.
To that?
we all just gonna add something, right?
Okay. So I actually have 2 things I want to recommend for young people.
Go ahead.
So the first thing I want to say is you want to try to live by the 60-40 rule. So you want to try to live off 60% of your income, and you break that 20 up into savings and then investment. So some of that 20 could be the part that you give to your 401k, but you want to put some of it into stocks. Like have your own investment going on the side.
And what would you say the second one is?
And your other, say it again?
What's your second
point?
And my second is get a credit card as soon as you can. And I want you to spend.
Will you add an asterisk if
I
you're
am.
responsible?
I am.
if you're responsible.
It's not your turn.
So yeah, you have to be responsible, and you want to pay it off every month. I want
Go.
you to
Next.
get one with cash back. And you spend on your credit card and don't spend your money. At the end of the month, you pay that off and you'll have cash back on everything you spend in life.
There you go. She taught you how to make money and save money. Kamika, what you
That was smart. I was actually gonna say opposite, but
Go
she's
ahead.
right.
It's good. We
I
give
think
different
that
views.
if you are, if you're a 20-something college kid and you're not working, I do not recommend you get a credit card. I only recommend credit cards if you have a job that you can pay that money back. As Tiffany said, it's what we don't understand is that the interest is so high right now that if you're having a credit card and you're not able to pay the full amount that you spent on that card that very next month, then you've accumulated so much interest and you're costing more than what you actually spent. So only use that card for what you know you can afford to pay back. That would be the number one. Number two is if you do have a credit card and you're a young woman that has a child that is of age, I recommend that you add that child onto that credit card if you are using that credit card responsibly. I added my son, and it has improved his credit score so high because I've made sure that I don't carry a lot of debt on that card. I've made sure that he is able to benefit off me adding him. He does not use it. It's only for name purposes.
Okay.
It's only for him to be able to improve his credit score.
I think that's really good.
So, yeah,
good topics there.
and
And not only are you be responsible with your credit, you are also helping them
Yes,
build
I'm
their
helping
credit.
build his credit.
Build credit.
Yes.
That's the most
Yes.
important
My
thing.
advice would be to get a cash value life insurance policy as early as you can, because it's early in your life that you buy it, the cheaper that it is.
True.
And that is a way to build cash value. So when you 10, 15 years, you're ready to buy you a new car, instead of you going to the bank and getting a loan with interest, boom, pull your cash value out.
Boom.
That's my point. What about you, Sarah?
That's something different.
I was a life
I think
insurance agent back
credit.
in the day.
Yeah, like I love it. I think credit is the most important thing. Like we didn't learn it young like we should have. So now that we're grown ups, I tell all the kids, make sure your credit is 750 or above, baby. Then you don't never need anybody. And then you make sure you learn how to balance your bills and live your life accordingly. Everybody is not awarded the parent thing.
True.
You can get at it. No, and you're right. And for those who's out here getting it like they live, become baby mamas early. Hey, baby, it's never too late. You can build your credit up in 12 months.
Very true.
Sure can.
No matter
Sure
what
can.
goes on, just always know 12 months from that day, if you should decide I'm gonna do right today, baby, you can be that girl.
Yep, because
with
it
that
comes down.
750.
That's
The
right.
credit goes up and down,
It
but
does.
you have. But the main thing, be responsible, be disciplined, and know what you're trying to do in this life with your credit and money. It'll get you very far. It's the difference between a 500 payment and an 800.
That's it. Amen.
That is it.
That's
That is it. All right, cool, y'all. So hope you gained some knowledge from the Thaunties, honey, because it took us a while to get there. So we got to try to give y'all the game right now.
Right.
So when y'all become Thaunties, then y'all be real cute and get a whole lot of money. All right, cool. Speaking of money and Derby, what if people need rides to? Who should they call?
Oh, well, you can call Rise and Shine Mobile Services. You can get us at, I don't know its number, but look it up.
We'll put it
We lost one.
We'll put it.
We will add the phone number to our bio.
Because you don't know the numbers of people that you should know.
Is it his cell phone or is it a
It's
section?
the
Okay,
business
okay.
number. It's 800.
It's a-
Oh, it's 800 number.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We're sorry.
So, can you text the 800 number?
I can.
Okay.
Can people, like when people want
She
to
didn't
ride?
have to say
So they
none
need
of
to
that.
text
She
them.
could have just said it and gave the number.
We'll post the link. How you can schedule your ride. And so hopefully you guys are getting ready and to be responsible while you're out partying. Parties are getting ready to start
Right.
up. They've already started. Don't be out here drinking and driving.
Do not
y'all.
drink
Don't
and
drive drunk.
Do not do it.
Don't be out here drinking and driving. But you should run to YouTube.
Run to YouTube and subscribe. We appreciate everyone who has subscribed so far, but we need more. Let's go, guys. Just run them up. We hope that you enjoy what we bring to the table each week. We
And
appreciate
share. And if you don't,
Thank you.
Yeah, tell them if they don't. Let us
It's
know.
okay.
We need feedback. It is
We
okay.
do need feedback.
But we do need feedback.
We appreciate if you just let us know, hey, we think that you guys could talk about this or you could talk about that.
We need
Or y'all
topics.
was a little too up. We're grown. We can accept whatever criticism you have. If you have criticism, let us know.
And I hope you are grown enough to take whatever we say back.
No hating.
Yeah, no hating. As long as it's love.
Constructive criticism.
Constructive criticism.
I'm trying to get my...
Thank you. You guys have a great evening.
Hey,
Let us know if you want a
bye.
shirt.
Whoop, whoop. That's right. Thaunties.